Then came Taka. Taka is a dance peculiar to the people of Kutigi. It is an exciting dance expression witnessed only once a year, and it was performed to the admiration and delight of all. There were other spectacular presentations as well.
After Taka dance, local boxing followed it. You can see display of the local boxing. This is how the fight starts. Local boxing. The main event of it will take place by tomorrow at the boxing field.
They do 7-point agenda, and for Tamba, now 14-point agenda. Megoro. No, Goro ni. Me, you want to fight me? You want to fight me? I am going to show you. I am going to show you. Me? Did you wait there? Now if you say, I dey thank our governor for his democracy, when you don't do everything for better. I can't see me Goro. I say, bring you Goro. Now you can't tell me. I say, how much? Now Goro. Now you jack me.
The people of Kutigi have farming as a major preoccupation. This was also demonstrated in addition to other beautiful arts. The vote of thanks was given by the Emir of Kutigi, after which the governor departed.
We are indeed very, very grateful for coming to make this Ganni a special event. Since Ganni was being celebrated, it was not celebrated as this one. Even during the Dr. Musa Inu's time, it wasn't as grand as this one. So we are indeed very, very grateful.
With the day's festival over, the emir retired to his palace for a media chat where he recounted the history of Ganni.
Well, the festival started right from Borno, where we migrated. And when we came here, unfortunately, we lost all our cultures from that state, except Ganni and the local boxing. So that's how we have been counting the events. So the 600 and something you told me now is not necessarily all from here, including some that were done over there. Yeah.
Now, what's the significance of this event?
Well, the significance is to celebrate the birth of Prophet Muhammad. Peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. So it is usually celebrated in the month of Rabiul Awal. That was the month in which Muhammad was born. So every year during that month we find a date to celebrate it. Ganni is not celebrated only here. It used to be celebrated in Daura, Katsina, all over the north.
According to him, the coming of the chief servant to Ganni was of utmost importance to his people as he signaled a new face to the Ganni cultural festival.
We have been crying all along that Ganni should be developed into tourist attraction. And to do that, Ganni has to be improved. The government has to come in to see that the events we do are sort of monitored and standardized. Normally what we do in Ganni is cultural displays, songs, drama, and we also show our local skills in farming. So if the government can come in and develop these skills so that Ganni will become a standard event which can attract tourists.
One thing that was peculiar and probably native to the people of Kutigi is the fact that almost everyone who was present at this festival had a wrapper hung over his shoulder. The emir commented on the significance of this.
Well, it's just to show that today is not an ordinary day. Today is a day of celebration. So if I wear my dress now, what happened? I look ordinary. But if I put a wrapper on my neck, you think something is going on. Very significance.
He also spoke on the boxing event, which was to take place the next day.
It's part of a celebration. You know, boxing is a sport. During the olden days, we practiced boxing to keep your body fit for war or for any community fight that might ensue. But although there's no such things now, the culture continues.
The next day began early with the boxing event. Some of the members of the local organizing committee spoke further on its essence.
Well, it's done to prepare youth for eventualities. In those days, you know, there used to be war, physical war, and this boxing is done to prepare the youth so that in case they are faced with some challenges, physical combat, they will be able to do it. And that's why they do it every year. In fact, we used to do it every five days here. But for modernization, other things now, it's restricted to a year.
On the significance of the boxing competition in today's world, they had this to say.
The significance of this boxing event is a tradition we inherited from our grandfathers. And it's an opportunity for the youth to show their talent, their strength. It's just like ordinary boxing that is being done in the Western world, boxing and wrestling. It's the same token way that we too were organizing our boxing festival here during Ganni occasion.
Dr. Muazu's giant strides were greatly applauded by the indigenes of the land.
Several governors were invited. They didn't show much interest. They were not attending. Each time they sent representatives. But we are very grateful to the chief servant because apart from asking his own tourism department to take it up, he personally graced the occasion.
And we are happy and proud of Dr. Muazu Babangida. He came here and assisted us. And we are hoping that at the end of the day, this event will be taken over by the state government to become national occasion and, if possible, international occasion.
It's never been in history this kind of, gathering like this. So, in fact, I feel so impressed. And, they have been we've been having other festivals in other places, like in Argungu, whatever, and so on and so forth. So we really appreciate it so much that this one is one of the ones recognized within the country.
This is the first time government involved in this festival. So I'm sure by next year it's going to be greater than this.